finding and developing champions is critical to the success of almost any deal. Again, the two characteristics of real champions, one is they can steal budget, and the other is they agree to be your champion. But the trick is, how do you ask for it, right? Do you just want to go up and straight up say, hey, you're going to be my champion on this? And when do you ask? Like right on the cold call? Hey man, you're going to be my champion on this? Not so much. So there's a time and a place, and there's a way to ask for it that isn't ridiculous, which is what we want to explore here. And the tip is, I mean, for me, I ask directly to VPs of sales, will you be my champion? Because I sell to VP of sales and they know what that means. But there's also a time that I have to ask for it, and I have to earn the right to ask for that champion. And a lot of times it's a little bit later on in the sales process when they ask of something from me. So every time somebody asks something from me, I need to be making sure that I ask for something in return so that we can keep the equality of this relationship going. And it's actually a lot easier for me to ask for things from other people after they ask for things from me. So for an example, if somebody who's around the power line or above asks me, hey John, could you put together an ROI analysis? Or hey John, could you go get me that discount? I really need a discount to make this happen. Well, they just asked something from you. And so now we should be asking for something in return. And a champion is a totally realistic and totally viable thing to ask for. So you want a discount? All right, you know what? I'm gonna have to go fight for you internally on this one. So I don't know, we don't usually give out discounts, so I'm gonna have to fight for you internally on this one. Let me ask you, if I fight for you internally and I get you that discount, will you fight for me internally on your side? That's effectively asking for a champion. Totally reasonable to ask for, right? Or, hey John, you know what? Could you put together an ROI analysis for me on this one and do a lot of work because I'm gonna present this to the board and I'm feeling pretty good about this? Sure, no problem. And that's gonna take me some time to put together. If the numbers come back the way I think they're going to come back, let me ask you, when you present this to the board, are you going to be presenting us as the solution that you're going to advocate for? Again, that's a way to ask for a champion without saying, will you be my champion? So try to figure out how to ask for it in as direct a way as possible so you can get that answer. Because if they're not going to be your champion, you got to figure out a new strategy, or you got to figure out a way to get them to be your champion. But make sure that you're asking for it at the right time and you've earned the right to ask for that champion. Make it happen.